Hello, everybody. It's Sunday Spy Game, and we're back after taking Mother's Day off because we love our mothers. Well, at least the American Mother's Day. I respect that the British Mother's Day happened sometime back in March. But yes. Anyway, so where we are here today for the next installment of the Spy Game. We're all super excited to see what happens. Me most of all. Now that air torpedoes have taken out helicopters and water missiles are possibly a thing that could happen. Um, yes, this is now canon. Air torpedoes. It's a thing. Um,
Don't canonize my stupidity, please.
oh no, it's a thing.
Too late.
The air torpedoes are a thing. For those of you just tuning into us, we are playing the Spy Game 5e by Black, a game of international espionage and action by Black Cats Gaming. We've been going strong, and we're about to board a boat. But before we get on with our full recap, let's go around the horn, and we will have everybody say who they are and who they are playing. Alright, so, starting with Isla. You're first on the screen.
Hey, how you going first? Okay, hello, I'm Isla, mostly known as Phoenix Over on the internet. You can find me in different places. Are we doing that now? Are we doing intros or out? How does this work? I forgot. Intros. Okay, hi, I've had a good past 2 weeks. I've missed you all.
We're here today, folks.
We're here today. It's been a long week. Yeah.
Oh my.
Move on from me, please. We don't need to hear from me.
Okay.
More interesting people have to talk now.
Yes. This is the great and wonderful Isla, also known as Phoenix Zova. You can find her at Phoenix Zova, or more commonly, you can find her at Infinite RP, where she streams a very, very interesting tabletop RPG. And today she will be playing Phoenix, a
Cute.
hacker, a cute Nico hacker, who is here to take over the web and whatnot. Next, moving on, we have Bright.
I'm Bright Dystopia, and you can find me under all forms of social media at Bright Dystopia. You can find. I'm not going to do the full intro. We'll do those at the end. But I'm playing Archangel, the E-girl doctor, apparently.
Yes.
I'm.
Yes. Yeah. He's the E-girl doctor. Not really.
He's Doctor of Death, is what he is.
He's a big fan of malaria and ammonia pills.
Big fan of
All right.
malaria.
Next, we have the wonderful Velvet Divine. Tell us, Velvet, who are you playing today?
Oh, hello. Dark greetings, everyone. I'm Velvet. I use favorite pronouns, and you can find me pretty much everywhere on the interwebs at OG Brown Sugar. I'll be playing Duchess, who is the resident infiltrator and holding of the Mighty Infinity Pills.
Yes, the mighty Infinity Pills. And last but certainly
Malaria.
malaria pills and ammonia pills.
Yes, the malaria
Yes.
stone.
The great malaria stone. Little did you know it was the 7th stone of the gauntlet. We have the wonderful Philip. Philip, who are you playing today? And please bring some sanity back to this group. It would be greatly appreciated.
I'm Phil. I'll be playing Amazon, our resident ranger, who is about to finally get into her area of expertise. I am up front of the line, and I've got a shotgun, and I have 80 feet of range on that motherfucker. So
Phil's been itching to shoot something, so we're gonna oblige him today, folks. So, for those of you just tuning in, what is this? I'm sorry, I'm not even. Yeah, no, we may need you later. For those of you just tuning in, our group of intrepid agents work for an organization known as D.A.G.R, an international directorate, for lack of a better term, of the UN Security Council. Their job is to basically ensure that certain things get done and certain things get handled across the globe and not have the restrictions of particular countries and more localized laws. Our group of miscreants has been sent to Kenya to stop an illegal arms deal between a somewhat tyrannical general and protect the people of Kenya. It's being sent to Nairobi. They investigated and found out the arms deal is going on at Port Jordan. The sly individuals that they are thought up a cunning plan, like a 10 and a 6-sided die, to stop the incoming shipment of weapons out into international waters with the Port Authority. They have infiltrated the Port Authority and are now on their way to board this giant super container ship to hopefully seize these weapons and ensure that they don't get out. Upon coming to the ship itself, the helicopter that was monitoring this ship was shot out of the sky by a missile, aka an air torpedo, and that is where we had left off. And here we are now. The explosion from the helicopter caused a echoing resonance within everything. Everybody kind of like, not due to the strength of the blast, everybody kind of gets knocked back a little bit, not like knocked off into the water, but like, oh shit. And you can't see where exactly from the boat the missile was fired from. You just know that it came from the deck of the boat somewhere. You guys are now there on the landing, though no one is there no one's there actively shooting at you, like from the top. It's just that they took out the helicopter. So, you guys' boat pulls up. A handful of the Port Authority individuals get onto the climbing ladder and start making their way up. What do you guys do from this point?
We still have 2 rigs of the other customs agents still in the water. Is it just ours?
So one customs agent boat has made it there, right? Their people are going up the gantry up it to get up onto the super container ship. Your guys' boat is next, has just landed. So there's still technically, yes, 2 more boats of people that need to pull up, get off, and get up onto the ship as well.
So I'm gonna be as soon as I get that, I'm up moving. Going right. Well, Phoenix, you're probably best for communications. You might want to let Sinclair know that SAMs have been deployed against us. As I then just start moving.
Okay, so I don't know if I remember. Were we halfway up the ladder when this all occurred?
Yeah, because I thought we were.
Yeah.
I thought we were first.
You guys
I was climbing.
You guys had like made it to the boat, right? But you hadn't actively started getting up the boat when the helicopter was shot out of the sky.
Okay, so can I? Obviously, my equipment is in my bag, so I'd like to basically get myself to a platform and get crap out my bag and start establishing a comms link, like a proper one.
Okay.
Not just a short range one, but I need to actually get through to the big boss.
Okay. All right. So, you guys make your way up and you get to the initial landing on the boat. You guys are on the main deck of the boat. You have containers that are stacked 6 high off to one side, and then you are looking directly at the tower of the ship, where the bridge, the crew quarters, things like that are located. You guys are on the back end of the boat. Right here is the first real spot that you can really, like, I guess you could say flat spot that you're going to be at. But one thing you will notice looking around is that there's no No one around. No crews moving around. The sorry, the customs, the port authority guys are already like kind of like fanning out, trying to find out where this came from and what's going on with it. So at this point, we'll be entering what is known as the infiltration phase. So you guys are gonna, until contact is made with the enemy, right? You guys are kind of free to do what you want, but if you're gonna try and set up anything that could have effects in combat, then you're gonna want to do it now.
All I'm gonna do is making sure to cover Phoenix as she gets set up, and then going. Can we locate where this crater is with the VX? That is our priority to neutralize that shit.
So Phoenix, what are you trying to set up exactly?
Well, I'm assuming that I can't use short-range communications to get hold of HQ, so I'm basically setting up my laptop to see if I can get a connection through to them.
To the HQ?
Yes.
As of right now, no. There is a signal blocker emanating from the ship.
Motherfuckers. Okay, can I... Do you think I can use my short range to get through to the standby teams that we were actually waiting to call in?
Not at the moment, no. You could you do know that if you were to probably jack into the ship's comms themselves, that might give you the boost that you need. But right now, you can't do it just purely from this laptop.
Okay. In that case, I'd like to send a text-based message through. It will most likely get blocked, but it will basically be waiting in the pipeline. So if that signal lift removes itself, I would hope it then shoots through.
Okay. All right.
Just so it's queued, and I don't have to basically it's teed up instead of me having to manually do it.
Right. What do you want that message to say?
Sam's deployed. Potential compromise. Tactical operation wise, I don't actually know what they would do with that, but I just want to let them know that we are potentially compromised and in a bit of danger here.
Okay.
And might need some like backup immediately.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, we had the code with Lazarus for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yes.
Not just like in all caps Lazarus then.
Okay. In all caps, just like fuck it, we're calling in the cavalry now.
All caps Lazarus, please. Yeah.
No. All right, so it's doing that, and I'm sure we've all seen this, but this lovely thing where like you see the little bar for the text message, like it's sending out, but then it like hits this point and it just kind of sits there, and you're like, why is it not sending? But it still says it's sending, but it's not sending, but it is sending.
It's just buffering.
It's just buffering.
I've got one tick. I've got one grey tick, which basically means we've sent it, but they've not received it.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? What do you wish to do? Keep in mind, you guys are all right here on this initial landing. So from this point, you guys can go whatever directions that you want to. Going to the left will take you into the holds area, which will allow you access down into the lower parts of the ship. Going basically straight forward is the entrance into the command tower for the boat. And then going back takes you back towards the lifeboat area and things along those lines.
Can I find like a little corner to like duck into and ditch my civilian clothes and then just have my like still suit on?
You could like there's not going to be anywhere that's really good for that, like right here where you're at this initial landing. Like ducking into the command tower would probably be your best bet for that. In there's going to be in there from your blueprints, you guys, from your like pre-mission blueprints, right? You guys recognize the fact that like this is where like restrooms, the dining hall, the crew quarters, the maintenance hall, all that stuff is going to be at more or less in this particular tower. So if you're looking for a room to stash stuff, it's going to be in there. Or you could just go screw it and just like rip, pull your clothes off right now and right here and just start going to town. That's your call.
I mean, I have no shame. Yeah, it's not like I'm keeping the civilian clothes. I figured I was just wearing like the still suit under like
Yeah.
whatever my fake clothes were. Yeah.
Yeah, you are. I didn't know if you were trying to do it in such a way where you wouldn't be seen doing it or not. I didn't know if that was a factor you were trying to do.
Yeah, no, I might just do it now. I figure, you know, we have air torpedoes deployed, so.
Yep. Okay. All right. So you're down to your still suit.
Yes.
What is everybody else wishing to do, Doctor? Are you going to concur? What are you going to do?
I do not concur.
No, you should have concurred.
What did you say was to the left?
So to the left is the cargo area. So it'll take you into the surface on the main deck cargo stack where the connexes and containers go about 6 high, and then there's also a entryway on the floor which will take you down into the actual cargo hold of the ship that's inside the ship.
Yeah, I'm gonna duck into there then, just because.
Okay.
I feel like the command tower is probably gonna have somebody there, and it's probably gonna be where Phoenix is headed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna duck into the cargo hold area.
Okay.
I'm gonna have my knife drawn.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be immediately looking for. Oh, I'm gonna search around to see if I can find some like weapons here, because that's what the whole ordeal was, is that they were transporting weapons.
Okay.
So I want to find weapons.
Okay. All right. You go down towards. We will start with. Yeah, we'll start with you then. You move down into the cargo hold area, like into the lower cargo hold areas. You're met with what appears to be large numbers of containers, and there are small, narrow gaps within this ship that allow you to move between each set of these, each tower, for lack of a better term, of these containers. You have 2 port authority people who have come with you, and they're kind of like looking at you for like direction, as in, what do you want us to do?
I'll tell them to search. Start opening boxes. We need to find the weapons before another explosion goes off.
Okay. All right. So let's see here. What do they have? Okay. I need you to make a. Give me an espionage check.
Black or silver?
Go on for the silver.
Ooh. And what's my espionage? Espionage, that's going to be a 12.
Okay. At first, you're not finding a whole lot, but you think perhaps they don't recommend it in in movies, this always goes wrong, but this isn't the movies, this is real life. You might be able to cover more ground if you guys divide your efforts.
Right. I didn't tell them to look in the box I'm looking in. I said, go look for
weapons. They're very much kind of following you. Like, as in, like, they are very green. They're not, like, sure what to do. This is that whole, like, this has never happened before kind of thing.
I see. I have to yell at them then. Okay.
Yes.
I will pick up a crowbar and hurl it at one of them and say, go open the fucking boxes.
They kind of like, oh!
Yeah, and like a Gordon Ramsay of espionage. We're like, you fucking idiot! What are you doing? Stop standing near me, you donut!
Are they still under the impression that we all speak Spanish and that we're looking for drugs?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
So these 2 individuals are very confused right now. But they take off. Like they take off and they start, like, they pull out flashlights and start looking around and what have you. Amazon, where are you going?
I gotta make sure. I gotta make sure Phoenix is set up, and then asking Phoenix to see if she can find the cold spot, which would indicate the crate where the VX nerve gas is. If there's multiple, where the fuck they are? Because then I can zero in on those specific crates.
One thing I'm actually wondering here is that I don't think my equipment list comes with thermals, does it?
No.
So I don't have on me the ability to just scan for cold spots.
No.
Is the only issue.
No, but there is the possibility that the ship has onboard security systems of which you could probably access if you were to link into their system.
I need to be thinking outside the box today. Today is an outside the box day.
It
to
is.
be honest. Right, cool. Well, after I've done sending my message, obviously I'm up there. Who is directly with me? Because I know everyone's off doing.
Right now,
stuff.
you have two of the bureaucrat, Port Authority people with you. Right now, you have Amazon with you and Duchess apparently. Archangel has taken off with a couple of other people.
With the crates, yeah. Okay. Well, I've obviously I've packed my equipment back into my bag and actually just made myself a bit more compact and mobile. I do look to Amazon and go, is this the bit where I pull out my firearm?
Yes, it would be advisable, but but tell us where we need to get you, and you stay behind me.
Well, I need to get to a security console of sorts. I need to get into the system and see where we're going.
So, guessing I'm guessing I would have an idea of where that might be, and I'll head that way.
Okay.
I'm imagining either there's something in the hold, or I don't know, up where the ship's controlled. What do they call that? Bridge. Bridge. Right, that one.
All right. So
in the bridge.
So you guys go into the tower.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The first thing you do when you go into the tower, it's the lights are off inside here, and it is pitch black.
Can I feel for a light switch?
Sure. There is.
Or get a torch out. Probably.
There is, but like the switch is not turning on for like the power. Like it's that whole like you look up kind of deal, right? Like you pull out your flashlight torch, and like look up, and a handful. It looks like the halogen bulbs that are up there are burnt out. Is the best way to put it. Like it's that whole like, you get that impression that they just didn't change the light bulb for some fucking reason.
Right, okay. For some reason I assumed power surge and everything just got fritzed out.
Or, I mean, that could be a case too.
Okay.
Does it look like it's a dirty bulb, or... I'm going to touch the bulb. Is it hot? Or is it cold?
Halogen bulbs don't get hot.
No, is it twist or not?
Yeah, it's a little twisty thing. It's locked in like it should be lit up kind of thing. Like, it's like one of those, like, if this thing was working, it would light up right now if it was actually working.
Right. Okay.
So you guys are going to make... So Amazon and Phoenix, you guys are going to make your way up to the bridge?
Yep.
Okay. Duchess, what are you doing?
Yeah, I think seeing that Amazon is sticking with Phoenix, I might head down and keep Archangel company.
Okay, all right. So moving down with Archangel, you move down to where Archangel's at. Archangel, you happen to see, you see the face of Duchess. The still suit that she's wearing is more or less a full body combat turtleneck, and so you can't really make out a whole lot because there's like not a whole lot of light down here. So, but you do see her coming up near you. You are muted, sir. That was some impressive dialogue. Nobody heard it.
Glad you're here. All the hands we can get. Start opening boxes. We need to find this stuff.
Okay.
Get evidence of it, and then get the hell out of here.
So, point of order, just so you're aware, there are no actual boxes. These are full-on cargo containers.
Pull out your gun and start shooting, Duchess. These are containers that require a bigger can opener than I thought.
That's a bad idea.
I mean, I assume I've been in this situation before.
Yeah.
Would I know that the safest method to pop a cap into a lock? Pop a lock, as the youths would say.
Yeah. I mean,
We need you to pop the lock so we can drop it.
I mean,
Pop, lock, drop.
pop, lock, drop.
We gotta pop, lock, drop before we dip.
Wow.
Before we dip.
Right. Well, before you dip, because when you dip, I dip, and then we dip.
This is going downward very fast, folks.
Right.
All right. So that being said, you guys start finagling locks. Most of the containers have what are called one-time locks on them that you could easily just pop. The one-time locks are used for basically customs agents to be able to do like like an inspection of what's inside there, and it's not anything super hard or elaborate. A good tug with like a flashlight stuffed in there or whatnot will pop it off. Phrasing. Anyway.
All right. If they look like they're easy locks and don't require me to pop them, I might do a quick scan and try to find ones that maybe have some sturdier locks.
Okay.
Or that look more interesting than the rest.
Go ahead and make an espionage check for me.
Okay, not bad. What's my espionage? 16.
You don't find a whole lot in your immediate area that have super complicated stuff, but the farther in you go, you're noticing that we'll say the containers themselves look a little more higher end the farther in you go, whereas you guys are having more of the right now you're encountering the more banged up cargo containers and what have you. The farther in you go, the nicer they look. So you feel like you're heading on the right path as far as looking for what you're after. Phoenix and Amazon, you guys are ascending the tower to head up towards the bridge. What do you guys do? Do you guys make any stops along the way or anything like that?
I'm going to keep an eye out for any form of like control panels along the way, but I'm not expecting to find any necessarily.
Make a perception check for me.
Okay. Oh, I forgot that I'm actually doing free rolls. Woohoo! Okay. That is a and my bonus, I think. Say perception, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, no, 13.
13. You're not seeing anything just yet, but it's still fairly dark in here right now. You guys are trying to find the stairs that will take you up.
I'm listening out for any movement.
Make a perception check.
I'm listening out for any sort of move. Perfect. That would be a 22.
A 22. Okay.
22.
As you're moving forward, like you're like flashing the light in left, right, looking or whatever, right? You flash it in, and you come across a giant blood smear over the top of a desk.
Hold.
Okay.
And I'll quietly slip into an escape. See if there's a body there or anything.
There is. Throat slit, ear to ear.
Okay, I'm crouched down at this point.
I'll check see who it is.
It
Is
looks.
any identification?
It looks to be just a deckhand. Like from the way the body's positioned and what you saw, it looked like the laptop. He had like there's a laptop that's open in front of him, and it looks like he was just typing out some like regular log reports, right? And then someone came up from behind him and did him in.
Single quick clean cut. Is there any potential access from here from what I can see?
Any what?
Any potential access from here, or was laptop like shut down or something? Or what?
No, the laptop's open and the screen's up. What's on the screen looks like he's literally entering the logs from his shift. You know, like made rounds at such and such time. You know, cargo secured. You know, what have you.
I'll then kind of Phoenix laptop. Check it out.
Is it safe?
There's a body, so I wouldn't recommend sitting in the chair.
Right. I guess I'll do it on the floor. Then I'm kind of coming over gradually.
Mm-hmm. So you're met with a fairly grisly sight. As you know, there's blood smattered on the desk, and the body's kind of been toppled over onto the floor next to this chair. But the laptop is open. It does appear to have power. And it's open. There's a little bit of a blood smear on the keyboard, but that's about it.
Do you mind sliding that over, please?
Sure. Breathe. What did it? Breathe. You're all right.
I'm breathing.
Okay?
Goddammit! Just slide the damn thing over.
Shift it over, and I'll have a look at the two Fed guys with us.
They both have this. They both have this look on their face, just kind of like, what? You never seen a dead body before?
Maybe in the movies.
You two cover the door.
It's wet. Okay. And I take out my. So I'm gonna take out my tablet from the bag, and I'm gonna basically hook it into the laptop.
Okay. Are you gonna try and like download everything from it, or no, or what?
No. I'm gonna try and see if there's actually anything of use on it currently. I'm not gonna waste time downloading things across if there's nothing useful to download. So I'm basically just gonna check its general files, anything interesting. Although interestingly, does the laptop have a camera built into it?
No, it does not.
It does not. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
This is like one of those extreme, like heavy duty type laptops where like you can use it as a computer, but like it doesn't have a camera, and it's got like that super thick casing on it and everything like that.
Oh, it must be a server laptop, the ones that slide into server rigs, sort of thing. They're
more like you could
like a
throw this
console.
computer in the ocean and it would float.
Okay. Yeah, I want to run not a system-wide, but a laptop-wide scan for any particular interesting files that come up.
Okay.
When I say scan, I mean I'm gonna have to go through.
It's a tough book. Yes, there we go.
Yeah.
That's the word I'm looking for. It's a tough book.
Oh, a tough book.
Yes.
Amazon will also suggest that if you can find out any containers with a nitrogen R.
Yeah, see if there's any.
Okay. Go ahead
I don't know
and
what
make.
the word would be.
Go ahead and make an info tech for me, will you?
Okay. Yeah.
Meanwhile, while she's doing that, Amazon, one of the other individuals that's there with you, like snaps his finger, like he's just like trying to get your attention. And like as you come and he like points down the hallway, you can see where there's like a slight faint light coming down from the stairwell at the far end, and then you just see this human figure just walk across the hall from like one room to the next.
I'm gonna take a step back and I'm gonna screw the silencer onto the shotgun.
Shotguns have silencers, ladies and gentlemen. Duchess, Archangel, as you guys are continuing on, you start. You guys are systematically looking around. And after a short time, you hear a quick burst of gunfire. And then it stops.
Is it inside the room?
Well, it's inside this cargo hold area. You both hear it. It's loud as hell because of the acoustics in here. It's going to be super loud and echo like a chant.
Can I tell which direction it came from?
Roughly, but not super well. Like, you know that it's like, that came from my left somewhere.
Okay. Then I will... I'm going to take cover.
Okay.
Shielding my left. And I would like to take out a small hand mirror and try to see who's shooting at me.
Okay. You look down the down the walkway, and it doesn't look like somebody was shooting at you, but one of the customs agents that came down here with you, you see them laying on the floor.
I'm gonna sit there a little while longer and wait for someone to, like, appear on the walkway or on the gangplank.
Okay. Duchess, what are you doing?
I'm assuming the stealth suit has like some kind of hood I can use to cover my face, or would I be? Okay, yeah. So I think, yeah, I'll just go full stealth mode, and attach a silencer to my pistol.
Okay. Are you gonna move towards the sound of gunfire, or are you gonna continue on doing your own thing, or what you gonna do?
I'm gonna start stealthing towards the source of the gunfire.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make me a stealth check.
Stealth. Math 21.
All right. So you move along. Stealthily, quietly, spooky-like, and you don't see anybody else moving around along the pathways. After a short little stint, you make your way over to Archangel, who's like, you're coming up behind him, and he's all like holding a mirror, looking down like an angle to try and see what's going on down there. Did you say anything, or did you just sit there and stand there all spook-like and wait to scare the shit out of him?
I don't see her. No.
I'll do like a couple of snaps on my approach, so like he doesn't like get the shit scared out of him by the first time I speak.
Just fucking shoots you.
Yeah, exactly. Do like, some prep and snaps, and just be like, "What you looking at?"
You didn't hear the gunfire that went off?
I did, but I didn't find anything doing some initial recon. I was wondering if maybe you heard something different.
I hold up the mirror a little higher. Someone took out the guard at the end of the gangplank. I'm waiting to see if anybody walks by.
All right.
Unless you'd like to take a closer look.
Oh, I aim to. Keep your head down.
All right.
Will do.
Definitely tackle this between the two of us.
All right, Duchess, what do you wish to do?
Well, I'll start stealthing up there to the gangplank.
All right. You move up the walkway, and you get to the body, and you notice something right off. It's got a garrote around its neck.
Okay.
Did we have comms devices still with us?
You know what? For simple sake, we'll say that you guys do.
What are you seeing, Duchess?
Our friend here was done in by someone showing them the ropes, and well, looks like they were well taught. I'd watch your neck if I were you.
Is he holding a gun?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah,
Right, yeah, the firing was from him.
sure. Is anyone else around the area?
Make a quick perception check.
I'm asking Duchess if this is, so I assume this would be based off of hers.
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
yeah, he's asking you.
Yeah, so, yeah, should I do a perception?
Sure,
Quick
yeah.
perception?
Yeah, quick perception.
Not great. What's my perception? That's a 12.
Area looks like fine. There's no one else around.
Will come from behind my hiding spot if there's no one around.
Yeah, no, I start making my way back to Archangel after relaying that info.
Okay. Phoenix, you have uploaded the logs to your to it, and you're not you're giving the logs a brief scan, right? What you do notice in this things is that it says central hold is where the cargo names, right? The cargo container names, right?
Yeah.
Have a series of X's written in there. Like it's like XXX dash 001, XXX dash 002 kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Talking about how they're secure, and they are secure, though the passengers did not appreciate them being inspected.
Right. Okay. Is that the only note on those?
And then it says reported incident to the captain.
Okay. Right. I'm gonna put forward short range comms to everyone else then, and just say, you say central hold.
Central hold. Yep.
Okay. You might be looking for something in a central hold. There was a report of a bunch of containers that are secure, but the passengers did not like them being inspected, and there might have been a potential altercation that was reported to the captain.
How did this shit make it out of port? Alright. On my way over there. Let's switch to check-ins every 5 minutes.
Oh, right, and we found a dead guy.
Someone approached from the rear. I just spotted someone. Well, guys, I spot someone. I'm gonna go check it out. And I'm gonna slip in the corridor. And to the two guys going, look after her. Whenever her hair, so she gets hurt, you're getting hurt. And I slip away.
You're leaving me?
I won't go far. I'm gonna kind of see where that guy was spotted.
Okay. All right. So are you gonna sneak down the hall?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Phoenix, what are you going to do at this point?
Well, I've basically been told to stay put. Can I? What kind of room are we in?
It's just a simple office. There's a desk. There's a TV. There's a desk. There's a TV, right? That's been turned off. And you see a series. You see a panel board against the wall, right? That has a series of lights on it, right? Mm-hmm. That you see locked, unlocked, right? And then it says deck above it. And you just see a series of numbers, the sequential numbers going up to 10.
Okay. Can I see a corresponding way to change, basically toggle those lights?
Yeah, there's a series of switches along the board.
Oh, there's switches on there as well.
Yeah, like
okay,
so
perfect.
locked, unlocked, locked, unlocked.
And the numbers corresponding to that on the panel. Was there any way for me to correspond that to the cargo reports on the laptop? Does it look like that each cargo hold was kind of numbered accordingly?
Yes, they were, but these specifically are not for the cargo holds themselves. They're
Okay.
bulkhead doors.
Oh, okay. Um, bulkhead doors. Okay, I'm gonna patch through again. And just say, does anybody notice any bulkhead doors that are numbered?
Would we have noticed that during
We noticed
our...
any bulk. Yeah.
You're
Are there any
coming up to
doors?
a door that says 3, and it has a large, large locking mechanisms around it.
Something like that. Yeah. Why?
Perfect. I think I can control them from where I am. I'm going to lock everything off, and when you approach a door, I want you to tell me and I'll unlock it. I want to restrict the movement of any potential hostiles in this ship.
Well, we're at one.
Okay, number?
3.
Okay, I scramble over to the thing and literally just, I flip everything to locked and then make sure that 3's unlocked.
Okay. So as you guys are standing there, you hear a like it clicks shut, and then it clicks unclicks.
All good?
Is this a sliding door or a push door or a
It is
mechanism?
a giant, crank the giant wheel and pull it open kind of door.
All right, I'll start cranking. Watch my back just in case Lady Garrett is around here somewhere.
Of course, I wouldn't leave you hanging.
I'll start turning whatever it is I need to turn or cranking whatever I need to crank to get this door open.
All right. So you start swinging the door open. The door is counterbalanced, so it's not super hard for you to pull it open. It's that whole turning the wheel to get it to let loose and then pull over. The door swings open, and you're met with another another walkway leading that's bisecting a bunch of cargo containers.
Are there any numbers that tell us what hold we're in?
Well, it's a safe bet would be that you are about to enter cargo hold 3.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Phoenix, how many of these do you see up there?
10, wasn't there? Was it 10?
10.
Just 10.
Do me a favor, unlock numbers 4 and 5. And lock 6 through 10.
Got it. Okay. Unlock 4 and 5. 6 through 10 should already be locked.
Okay.
Because I've locked everything. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, that's done.
You hear a faint. You and Duchess hear a faint clink, clink, one a little bit closer, one a little bit farther away. As you hear the little motors tied to the bulkhead locks unlocking.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Lock number 5 too.
Wait, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's somebody else down here with us, and I want to make sure that we get to the cargo hold before they do.
Got it. All right.
All right, and it just click shut.
Yeah, I'm gonna start. If I can, I'll notify Duchess, and I'll just start running down the corridors to get to door number 5, which I imagine would be the middle hold that Phoenix mentioned.
All right, Duchess, what do you do?
I think I'll just keep following at a fair distance, just kind of, keeping an eye out for anyone that might pop out.
Okay. All right. So you're trailing behind?
Yeah.
Okay. Moving forward, Amazon, you're pulling up closer to this area. What do you do?
I'm trying to see where the person's going, if they're maybe on a patrol or whatever.
Okay.
You see where this guy and listen out to see if I can hear any other movement. If it's just this one person, or if there's more.
You don't hear any other movement, but it only sounds like. But you do start to hear labored breathing.
slip up. Slip to where it is again. Getting closer, being on guard.
Okay. As you start to get a little bit, you start to get a little bit closer. I need you to make a stealth check for me.
Natural 20.
Okay, cool.
A total of 26.
All right, you get like right up to that freaking door. Right there, and you're just like right there on the edge of it, right? And you hear, and you smell the faint, you smell the faint odor of like cigarettes. Recent.
Is the door completely shut, or is it slightly ajar?
No, it's slightly ajar.
Get up. Carefully open the door.
All right. And at this point, I need everybody to roll for initiative.
I thought so.
We're all going to be... You're all going to be... This number is simply to determine your activation order. You're all in different parts of the boat. And this will determine how we move forward from here.
So you need to basically replace the initiative thing with the number, yeah?
Okay, so I'm a 3.
All right. Put your 3 where it says int on your name. Just put 3 in there.
Yeah.
14.
That was a cool nat 1.
Yeah, that's what's up right there.
That's what's up. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the system exists out there that lower numbers actually better.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing my record of rolls, I'd quite like to switch to that system.
Because you then be real weakened and then always roll high.
What did you get? What did you get? What did you get, Bright?
As I was just gonna say, as somebody who plays that system every other Monday, no, you don't.
Fair
3.
enough. I'll take your word for
3. You got a 3 as well.
Yeah.
You don't have. Any...
Oops, hold on. That's my D12.
Okay.
Oh.
Big difference. Big difference.
Fortunate.
I have a total of 18.
Okay.
This is an initiative roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
13.
All right. So do me a favor and replace the int with the 13 for me.
All right.
Neat.
You need, bro.
Need.
All right. So, Amazon, you move inside the room, and you are immediately met with a racking sound. What do you do?
What?
I'm gonna actually back up to the door, back out the door, but slam it open with my elbow. So door's open, but I'm not in the way of the door.
Okay. The moment you fling the door open, a gunshot like a gunshot rings out, and this is no small caliber weapon either. And it like hits the wall against you, sending sparks and whatnot, identifying it as more of a buckshot, more so than an actual slug.
And I'll grab down low, getting low, and move in. If I don't like crew uniform, I'm blowing his knees off.
Okay. Phoenix, you hear this shotgun sound ring out. And Duchess and Archangel, you guys, because it's a container ship and sound travels, you guys hear a faint shotgun noise. I don't know what that was.
I literally, I had the handgun on the side next to the laptop, so I literally just grabbed the handgun and just kind of like look around. So like, even though it wasn't in the room, I was incredibly startled by it.
All right. Amazon, clickety clackety, make an attackety.
Yay. That would be a wonderful 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Yep. And that's 2d10 of damage because it's a shotgun. So 9, 10, 13 damage.
All right, so you hear a grunt and an as the dude falls down, and then you hear a rack of another round, and it takes a shot at you.
Fuck.
All right, let's see. Does a 16 hit?
Yeah, that hits.
All right. You take 7 damage as one of them manages to wing you slightly across the shoulder as you have gone for the down on the shoulder shot in your high speed action poseness.
Yep. Do I just see one guy in the room, or is it more?
Just one.
Just one.
It is dark, but you made out one. All right. Next, Duchess. What are you gonna do?
So I'm hearing the pew pews, but as of right now, there's no immediate threat to myself or Archangel, correct?
Correct. Well, you only hear one pew because Amazon brought a giant brick of a silencer for her shotgun. You don't actually hear her pew, but you do hear the other pew. What would you like to do?
I think I'll put some more pep in my step and try to, stick closer to Archangel.
All right. Archangel, what do you want to do? You muted.
Have I reached the door to container 5?
You have.
Okay. I guess I'll open that container door because I still need to get evidence, and despite the pew boof sounds, I need to. The mission comes first, and Amazon can take care of themselves.
Okay. All right. You get to the door and you start to crank it. You hear and the door starts to slowly swing open. As the door starts to slowly swing open, you hear gunfire ring out, and the ping, 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 as it starts bouncing off the door that you're opening from the inside.
Is the gunfire coming from my side of the door or
The other side of the door? Basically, the door's
Okay.
acting as a big-ass shield for you at the moment.
Sure. Okay. I'm going to continue to crank the door. Am I in front of the door? Is it like a submarine door where I have to turn the crank and it's on the physical door?
Mm-hmm.
Or am I off to the side cranking
No,
a
like
wheel?
you have to physically turn the crank and then pull the door open.
Okay. I'm going to wait. Obviously, Duchess saw that, so I'm going to put my knife away and pull out my pistol. And I don't know, I'm just going to blind fire like 2 or 3 shots into the room.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make 2. How many shots are you going to fire?
2.
Make 2 attack rolls at disadvantage, please.
Number 1 is... Pistols aren't finesse, right?
No.
Do I use dex for these?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I am proficient, so it's just that. Plus 6. 14? No. 13
Misses.
for the first one.
Misses.
And the second one is a 15.
Misses as well. But the gunfire does stop as you get the impression that they're kind of like ducking for cover slightly.
All right, I'm gonna stay behind the door, leaving it just like a crack open, but still using it as a shield. But that'll be
Okay.
my turn.
Phoenix,
Niasm.
what are you doing?
The direction that the gunfire came from,
Mhm.
wherever I feel Amazon snuck off to,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have the gun trained on that position. But I'm not gonna leave where I am because I'm on door duty,
Okay.
and I know that there are potentially other combatants. So what I need to make sure is that everyone else can move freely throughout the ship,
Mm-hmm.
or lock out other combatants.
Okay.
So I'm
Make
running
a per-
support, which is okay, go on.
Make a perception check for me, please.
Perception.
Perception.
Okay. That's a 6.
Total.
Total.
Wow.
I don't have a mod. It's like the first character I've played in like 3 years that doesn't have a perception mod.
Wow.
Yeah.
Impressive. Impressive.
I know.
All right. You don't seem to really notice anything going on around you, but you hear the various gunfire happening. The one individual who's like right there with you is like, I did not sign up for this. This is not part of my job. No. And he like books it back down the hall.
Wait, hold on. You get it. He's gone.
As he books it down the hallway, you just hear
Can I turn my gun towards that hallway now?
Well, I mean, you're still inside the room, right? And he was like posted at the door frame, for lack of a better term. And then he's like, nope, going back from where I came from.
Okay, I am going to swivel to point my gun at that door.
Okay.
And can I... Right, so basically, can I hold my action?
You can.
Okay, well, that's to hold my action.
All right.
So if an enemy combatant comes through that door, I'd like to fire.
Okay. Amazon.
Yep. Another shot.
Okay.
Well, that's a 25 to hit.
Oh, very much so.
That is a total of 14 damage.
14 damage. All right. So you fire off another round. And this time it hits true. And you hear as you're certain this dude just bit it. The crows have returned.
Yeah, and moving in, based on the comms. One down.
I'll keep a tally.
All right. Amazon, do you wish to do anything else?
Basically, getting a quick search of the body, go for the reload, and then could be returning.
The quick search of the body doesn't. I mean, this is a he's got on a full Molly vest with he's got on a full Molly vest. He's got on light body armor. He's got a heavy pistol and a submachine gun. As on the bottom of that submachine gun, he's got a master key attachment to it. That's where the shotgun shell came from.
Ooh. And I will appropriate that and any ammo.
Oh, you're gonna loot the body right here, right now?
Yeah, damn right I am.
Okay. Do you actually search the body?
Yeah, I will search.
Okay, cool. You find a weird octagon shape type thing with cross swords over it, and a rook, like a rook chest symbol sitting in front of it.
So octagon shape with the two swords over a rook.
Like a rook is resting on top of the crossed swords.
Chest rook or the bird rook?
The chess piece.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take that then. To reload the shotgun and make my way back quietly.
Okay. All right. As you're coming back out of the room and look at you're coming to look around, right? You see what appears to be one dude getting stabbed with a knife in in the darkness of the hallway, you just make out the silhouettes from what faint lights you guys have around here right now, right? Towards the far end of the hallway.
I have enough time to reload.
I mean, yeah. But you're not going to have enough time to get another shot off.
Yeah, I thought so.
All right. Duchess.
Am I still stealth?
I would say so, yes.
I think I want to do... I'm gonna approach the door that Archangel is holding,
Mm-hmm.
and just like very quickly do like that pirouette, Theo Brando like backwards dip, and see if I can find the target inside the door.
Okay, cool. Make a perception check for me.
Okay, not great, but better than before. 14.
14. All right. You poke your you poke your head in, pull your head right back, right? You notice that it's like pitch black in there. But you also notice like a set of red lights, right? That are like ducked out and then ducked back where you couldn't see it.
Would my night eyes help me in this situation?
Probably. What you would see is like as you're like looking down there real briefly and quickly, what you see is basically the other person. Quick thing is they don't have night vision; they have thermals they have thermal goggles that they're looking through.
But then, so assuming I'm still stealth, they wouldn't have seen me because the still suit.
Correct. Yeah. No, they don't see you, but it's that whole like they know that the door's open. They know somebody's there, right? They're not actually seeing you. They're more the reaction that they're giving is more based off of they know that there's somebody over on that by that door. But it's just one.
Okay, so yeah, I might actually just like, kind of stay leaned in with the gun, like readied,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll give. Well, he can't see my hand. I'll like tap on the door, see if I can get him to poke their head out.
You tap on the door, right? And it's is what you hear as bullets ring off to hit the door.
So because of my reflexes, I get a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as they pop the armor with that thing, can I try to either like shoot the hand or shoot?
You can take it. You can either try and shoot the hand, which would be a called shot, which would increase the difficulty, or you can just try and shoot at them. Whichever one you want.
I mean, I'm all about that high risk, high reward. I'll shoot the hand.
Okay, going for the hand. All right, go ahead and make an attacky. Clickety clackety, make an attackety.
Ooh, okay. Nat 18. What would I add to that? Whatever my like gun mod is.
Yep, whatever your firearm mod is.
Okay, so that's 24 then total. I don't know how much the cold shot subtracts.
Okay, well, you still hit him regardless, and you just hear a fuck and you hear a clank clank like a clatter type sound, knowing that a weapon's fallen out of a hand. It is still pitch black in here. Archangel, what do you do?
I think after he drops, I'll just shout out Butterfingers.
I mean, if he's already been taken care of, I have to imagine that, like, I'll step out from behind the door. Good work, Duchess. For some reason, I thought that was going to be harder. Not that I'm disappointed, mind you.
Diop's still young, and he's still standing. Just dropped his toy.
I'll start to head over to where the big hand-shaped splatter of blood is.
Okay.
And see.
It is pitch black in here right now. It is extremely difficult to see without the aid of either night vision or thermal. What do you wish to do?
We don't have any like flashlights or anything like that.
You
with
do.
us.
You have flashlights or torches.
I'll just flip one on. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You hear? Oh God! Get that out of my fucking eyes! As you make your way down there, and you see this guy kind of like holding his hand, where like he's got like the whole Ethan Winters thing going on, where like he's missing like a portion of his hand, and he's like holding it like ah.
That doesn't look good. If you don't get that treated, it's gonna get infected, and you might lose the whole arm.
What the fuck's the matter? We're all gonna be fucking dead anyway. Do you know who these people are?
No. Do you?
Yeah. We're fucked.
Tell you what. If you would care to elaborate, I'll fix your hand.
Or how about you fix my hand and I can elaborate, or I don't, and I just fuck you.
I open up my doctor's bag and I pull out like a small packet of salt, and I just pour it onto his open wound.
Do no harm, my ass.
So this can go painlessly, or
At that, the pain seems to send a surge through him, and he tries to strike at you. So he will make an attack against you, an unarmed attack, for a 14.
No. My armor class is 17.
All right. So he swings and he misses, but like I think his point's being made.
Okay. So you want this to go the other way then. My friend over here will kill you if you hurt me. Now, either way you get healed, because I can't let you sit here and bleed out. Hippocratically, I can't. However, I can make the healing process very painful for you. There's nothing in my oath that says that I have to comfort you like a baby, alright? And I grab a bottle of Bactine and I just pop the tab of it, and I'm like, how are we doing this?
All right. Phoenix. What do you do?
Yes,
What do you do?
I'm still waiting. I'm gonna put through comms and basically saying, I think there's a combatant near me. One of the guys I was with is gone.
Dead.
Huh?
That's what I was saying.
Somebody respond?
We're working on a live one down here, but if you think you'll need the extra hands, I can start working my way up.
No, it's actually just a relief that you're still alive. That's good. Remember the doors.
Yeah, we're at Cargo 5 now. We found a gentleman. Say hello, and I'll squeeze his palm.
You just hear a ah!
He's doing just fine. We're gonna take care of him real nice, and then we'll come back and check up on you. All right, PC?
Sure. Just don't do anything unnecessary.
You
I
what?
never.
What? You have people up in the tower?
Of course we have people up in the tower, you idiot. What do you think? We just came in here alone and they pour the Bactine on his hand.
Jesus. Oh, God. Y'all are so fucked.
Oh dear, it looks like this wound's not gonna close on its own. And I'll get out a lighter and one of those like mini tables where you place like a blade over so that the heat sterilizes it. And I'll just start setting like what you would see for like a wax candle stamp thing, where it's like the tea light. There's like a metal plate on top of it, and you set something on top in order to heat up the metal device. I'm gonna do one of those, and I'm just gonna place one of my knives flat on top of this thing so that it starts to heat it up. You're not gonna like what we have to do next, and I'm just gonna set that off to the side out of his reach. But if the bleeding doesn't stop, we're gonna have to make it.
You know, the whole bedside process goes easy with conversation. So while this is going on, this is your prime time to tell us what the hell is going on here.
Why don't you just ask my boss?
I give him a quick glance up down. Is he wearing like a uniform at all?
He is.
Is he? Who is he? What's he wearing?
He's wearing basically black camo fatigues. He's wearing the same type of gear that I had described to Amazon earlier with the complete molly. The only difference is he doesn't have like the master key attachment and stuff like that. He has a submachine gun. He has a heavy.
I thought this was a different dude. Okay.
No, yeah. It is a different dude. He has the same uniform.
Oh,
the same
okay.
gear.
Gotcha. So who is your employer? Who hired you?
He just kind of like laughs and he goes, "Just ask him yourself." And he turns his head right, and you see like an earpiece in his, you know what I'm saying, like a communications device.
Okay.
Matter of fact, he says he wants to talk to you.
Interesting. I'll grab my knife off the heated plate.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, let me borrow that for a second. And I'll cut the ear clean off with the device in it.
You just hear ah!
Pick up the earpiece and kind of shake it off and put it close to my ear. Hello?
Why, hello, Archangel.
And who am I speaking with?
Oh, somebody who's gonna make your day very hard.
All right. Well, what do I call you till that time comes?
Oh, you already know my name. That's guaranteed. You've done your research. But I have just one thing to say to you and your little friends. And this is where the fun truly begins. Rook takes pawns. And at the saying of that phrase, red lights, like everything is suddenly like lit up in red light. All white light is extinguished. You hear all doors start to lock. And you start to see klaxons go off that are red. And that's where we're going to go to break. And we'll be back here in like 5, 10, something like that or whatnot. And yeah, we'll continue with the second half of today's episode of D.A.G.R. heard it here first, folks. She's just doing a mukbang, whatever that means.
The casual mukbang.
I did not know we were live.
I literally said we're going live.
I know.
friendos.
I got distracted by cookies. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I too accept cookies. 100%.
No for you. They're all for me.
No, that's fucked up. All right. So, we return to the second half of our epic tale, as they're all going to die. Yes. Yes.
We're all going to die down here.
Mm-hmm.
Get out. Get out.
All right, so the ship has gone into what appears to be lockdown mode, almost. Though it is no longer dark and black of inkiness in the cargo hold that you guys are in, Archangel and Duchess. What would you like to do at this particular point in time?
I'm just gonna whip around and execute the dude.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to make you roll for a coup de grace like that. So, you just, put one in his head?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Pink.
I'm like wrapping the hand.
Yeah, just...
There's no sense dragging dead weight around when we're on the water.
I'm not complaining, just doing my job, Duchess. I start putting away all of my stuff. Close my bag.
All cool signs. What is going on? Everything just literally just went red across the board. And I mean literally red.
Someone just dropped the big closed sesame and all these bulkheads. I don't suppose there's anything you can do about it on your end?
I mean, I can try and have a look. When you say somebody, what do you mean? Did you trip something?
Oh, no. Oh, I suppose you didn't hear that end of the conversation. The gentleman we
I-
apprehended and have since disposed of, his boss apparently, once it's going down with the ship.
Right.
Meanwhile,
know what
I'm
to do
moving
about this.
towards.
Somebody fix it.
That somebody is you, Phoenix. We're gonna need you to unlock the doors before we die down here.
Right. Amazon, can I get you down here?
Amazon?
I'm moving back, and if I can see a person who's recently stabbed the FBI guy.
Amazon, I need you to make a deck save.
Is this for would my data sense apply here?
Yes, it would.
Wonderful. I will take the 21.
All right. Yeah, as like the lights distract you momentarily, and you're answering Phoenix. You look up, and just in the nick of time, you drop down to the floor as a brat gets fired off down the hallway at you. Phoenix, just outside the door, you hear this gunfire go off down the hallway in the direction that Amazon had went.
I literally just duck down immediately. I'm like, shit. And I'm going to duck behind... Given this is like a kind of office-y space, I'm assuming I can duck behind a desk.
Yeah, right next to the body with the throat slit.
Gonna do it anyway. Unless I want to end up like the guy on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I stay with the servers outside of the operations. And I have, like, my gun clutched up against me, like... I want to, like... I'm kind of scrunched up. I'm not remembering my combat training. That's what I'm doing.
And I was just moving in, hopefully firing the shotgun.
Oh, and by the way, since I have the alerts turned off on this show, this is just for Velvet. Nani.
It was a request. Request has been fulfilled.
Request has been fulfilled. So you duck down, and I need you to make a... go ahead, make a stealth check for me.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Why did I say all that? Me? Okay. Let's just double check if I have a. Oh, I do. Oh, sweet. 17.
All right, you duck down behind. You duck down behind the desk, and you're like nut to butt with the fucking dead body as you're using it to hide behind.
Great.
Obey.
Amazon, what are you doing?
I'm moving towards where Phoenix is, and I'm gonna fire.
Okay. Go ahead and take a shot. Keep in mind, the lighting in this, just to give you an understanding of the lighting, right? In the individual rooms themselves, everything's gone to night light or red light, right? Whereas in the hallways, it's the klaxons that are going off. So it's beep, beep, beep. Good idea. Red for dead.
So I'll move forward and take a shot.
All right, go ahead. Take a shot.
That will be a 17.
17 hits.
Yes. That one. That is a total of 10 damage.
All right, so you fire off a shot, and it hits this person square in the chest, right? And they take a step or two back, but they don't even fall over from the hit, and they just keep moving forward, and then they right at you. For a 19.
That will hit me.
All right. You are fixing to take another 7 points of damage.
Okay. Ouch.
Big ouch.
What do you do? Anything else? Do you
Uh,
try
and
to
if
roll into one of the rooms or anything like that?
The aim is to if I can't get into the room with Phoenix, to roll into another room out of the initial fire lane.
Okay. You're able to roll off into a room out of the fire lane. And you roll off into a room, Phoenix. You're laying there, and entering the room, all you hear is, "Here, little birdie. I promise it won't hurt." Duchess and Archangel, you guys are down in the hold. As you are no longer dealing with a captive, what is it you wish to do at this point?
I don't know that there's much we can do. Well, we're locked in here.
You sound very much like a robot right now.
Do I?
Now you don't.
Not anymore now.
Not now.
That's weird.
Your
You had
voice
like a
mod
two-
was turned on.
You had like a two-tone modulator going on there,
Mm-hmm.
like a dual tone.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, oops. Yeah, we're locked in here, so...
Would it have automatically closed and locked the door? Because we still had it ajar, so at least we're not locked in 5.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are locked in 5.
Oh.
I'm gonna go ahead and just open up another shipping container. I'm gonna pull out my better knife, which incidentally is a vibra knife. And I'm just gonna start cutting chains and locks to open doors.
Okay. You see a lot of like the first one that you come across. You hear you see it's normal supplies. This one's looks like boxes and boxes of like bed sheets. Duchess, what are you doing?
Well, Archangel is doing that. I think I'll just, make sure I'm still kind of stealthed and just stay on Overwatch in case anything pops out.
Okay. Archangel and Duchess, I need you both to make perception checks, please.
Perception.
16 on my end.
Mm-hmm.
Bro. 15.
You both start to hear something that sounds like scratching. Like
Scratching
nails.
from inside.
No, like nails hitting metal. And you're hearing a lot of them. And they're kind of picking up speed. But they have a pattern to them. Like a sound. And they're getting closer.
Duchess. Whatever you're doing out there, it's not amusing.
That's not me.
And the moment Duchess basically says that it's not me, you hear the of dogs.
Do you think that those are ours?
I'm gonna take a wild guess and guess no.
Why don't you go ahead and knock on the door, see if you can find out what it is that they want.
Are they like on us or are they outside of the?
They're just outside of the door, and they look like a couple. They look like a couple of they look like the dogs, the drug sniffing dogs. Like they're the red lights, the noise, stuff like that or whatnot. They're trying to like look for a way out. They know they're contained.
Okay, but so these are the dogs that basically came with us, or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But they're on the other side of the door.
I'll take that back. These are ours.
Oh. Well. La-dee. There's nothing we can do for him, I guess. I'm just going to keep looking through boxes. I'm stuck in here. Phoenix is working on it. There's dogs outside. I could give a fuck. Or Archangel could give a fuck. I personally want to go out and pet them.
Ditto.
But there's nothing Archangel can do about that, so he will continue to open container after container because he needs to find something, at least send photos to Phoenix before potentially dying down here, if that's what's happening.
Now the sister of infiltration is exfiltration. I would like to look around for anything that may help us get out of here.
I mean,
anything that might override the system from inside, or just anything that might damage the locks that are keeping the door held.
I mean, they're like you see, like if you're standing up against like if you're right there by the hatchway, right, you'll see 4 little motors, 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? That, breaking them could, in some way, shape, or form release the locks. Or, I mean, you could try and contact Phoenix and see if she can still override them from where she's at. Both are viable options.
Phoenix, I don't know if you're in a spot of trouble, so I'm going to give you 10 Mississippis, and if I haven't heard back from you back then, I'm going to try to shoot this lock out.
Phoenix, you hear this in your ear. And, like, you're looking, and you see, like, bathed in the red light, right? Under the desk, and you see these feet walking on the other side of the desk.
I'm gonna wait for them to pass so they look like they've passed where I am.
That's not set up quite like that.
Okay, so I can just tell that feet are passing.
Like that they're on the other side of the desk, but you're seeing the heels of them, so you can tell that they're looking at the switchboard.
Can I tell they're right against the desk?
No, they're not like right against the desk. They're more towards the wall, towards where the switchboard's at.
can I, from where I am, if I was to shoot him, would I have to pop up, or would I be able to kind of shoot through something? Given that if I know roughly the location of the individual, I could shoot through a flimsy desk into them.
I mean, bullets go through people, and bullets can go through desks. So, I mean, you're thinking, yeah, bullets go through desks and people, so I could shoot through the desk and hit them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
that totally makes sense.
Only if I can accurately figure out where they are. I want to wall bang them, but only if I know I'm gonna not completely miss them.
You can certainly try.
Because I have to make my shot count, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I will roll the cheese.
Roll the attack.
Roll
Clickety
the
clackety,
cheese.
make an attackety.
I just blinded myself.
With science.
Ah, this is so much light in my
I
face.
said I could never teach a llama to drive.
No, llama. No. I'm trying to. Where's my? It's +4. There we go. Awesome. Okay. It's 8.
Boom!
Roll an 8.
Jeez. Everyone's
There
dead.
you are, little birdie. Amazon, what do you do?
Yep. I'm ducked in. I'm kind of now moving closer
Mm-hmm.
to Effie.
You don't see anybody in the hallway now.
Do I hear the movement and basically she's speaking?
You hear the gunshot, and then you hear the, there you are, little birdie.
I'm able to get the door and fire and basically aim fire.
You could get to the door and hit fire. You would not be able to aim fire. So I would not allow you to make a called shot in this particular instance, but you could round it and take a shot.
Yep. So I'll round it, take a shot, and I'll say, "Get away from her, you bitch!"
Nice.
That's an 11.
You fire off a shot with your shotgun. Only part of it catches her. But her plates very much take it. As she turns around and looks at you. And she's all like, "Oh, you're done." And she goes to stab you with her knife. Her very big knife.
Yep.
Boop-a-doop-boop.
Yep.
It's a sword.
It's not a sword. It's more like a K-bar. All right.
What? A K-bar?
Yeah, K-bar. Marine knife. It's like this big.
Oh. Ew. Call that a knife?
That is a knife. Does a 16.
Yes, that hits.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Scario.
And it does 6 points of damage as she stabs this knife into you.
Yep. I am still up.
Damn.
Because guess who's the tank?
Yeah.
Clankety clank. I'm a tank.
Yep.
Beep, beep.
All right.
Tank the tank.
Amazon, you're up.
Wait.
You get
Actually, that's
you're gonna reaction to this real quick.
Yeah, basically that's a drop on the shotgun, drawing both my knives.
Okay. All right. So you will ready your
Net
knives.
Yep.
Phoenix, what do you do?
Can, given that this person has turned away, can I pop up?
Sure.
I want to pop up and fire at the back of them. Preferably the head.
That's a called shot, so it'll add 4 to the difficulty. So go ahead and make your attack.
Shit, what's that? I rolled an 8 again.
A total of an 8.
Yeah,
Okay.
I keep rolling 4. I don't know why.
Okay.
I just do.
You pop
deal-
up
deal with
and
it.
bang, and it hits the switchboard just over Amazon and this other female's shoulder, and almost kind of in unison, both Amazon looks over and the female she's tackling with kind of turns her head and looks back at you for a minute. Like they're both like, this bitch. And
I'm just with the one gun in my hand, I go, continue. And I'm gonna duck back down again.
Duchess and Archangel.
Let's start popping the motors on the bulkhead door.
And are those accessible from our side?
Yeah, you guys, the side that you're on has the motors. You can see the 4 motors on the outside.
Hmm. Okay, I'll jam my knife into the first one and rev it and just kind of tear through the metal.
All right. As you're doing it, it's like clank, 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 and it's like a little bit of smoke comes out of it.
Sure. Huh. I'll try to rip it out.
You rip as much of it off as you can or whatnot. And like you can see that it's somewhat disabled the lock, right? To where you could manually grab the locking mechanism and turn it with your hand.
How many of these do we have to do, Duchess?
There's 4 in total.
What size gun did you bring with you? Because I swear to God.
I've got a regular pistol with me.
Of all the times for you not to bring your antimatter rifle, you
They don't let
choose
me
now.
have those anymore. Otherwise, I would have it with me at all times.
Alright, well, I guess we'll see if we can get the metal doors off of these things and rip out the wiring. And I'll begin. I'll use one of my more blunt operating tools, my size 9 surgery knife, to kind of turn any bolts that we might need turned in order to open up these boxes.
All right. So you guys break open the motors and manually turn the locks on this bulkhead door that will take you into bulkhead. That will take you in back into 4. What do you guys do from there?
Start making our way to control, I guess. And I'll bring the dogs with us, or just like do like little kissy noises, whatever, to get them to follow me.
Make a quick perception check, by the way, on the doggies.
Doggos. I should remember my perception is always 2. That's 12.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just gonna head back with him, with her.
The dogs have blood on them, but it is not theirs, and it is not near their mouths.
Weird. Can I, do they have any wounds on them?
A quick glance, you see that they have like some sort of like claw, like a claw mark of some kind, right? Along the side on one, and more towards the hind leg of the other one.
Hmm.
Like, and the moment you kind of like, if you were to move a hand close to that area on them, they immediately like growl and snap at you and what have you.
Okay. Fine. Leave them here. There's nothing we can do for them. I don't know. They're just going to slow us down. And they clearly aren't.
As you guys begin to make your way, they do their best to keep up with you. You are heading up. You guys are now going from 4 to 3. Where as you're moving through 4, you hear another set of gunshots ring out, but it feels like it's two walkways over, so you'd have to actually cut over to go towards that sound.
God.
And you hear someone shouting in a foreign language, at least foreign to you. It is Swahili, but you don't really speak Swahili.
Do we hear return fire?
No.
Not my problem. I'm gonna keep running back to the command tower.
Okay.
I'll try to stealth again if I haven't, and same, just keep moving towards the command tower, but keep an eye behind us.
Okay. All right. As you're making your way back up towards the command tower, you the gunfire stops. So does the shouting. You guys get to the open hatch, right? Because you guys are just hauling ass. You're busting these motors, plowing the doors open, right? Just trying to get in there as quickly as possible. You guys make it up to the top. You guys make it up to the top roof area, right? As you do, you like swing open that floor hatch, right? And then you hear gunfire all around, like gunfire hitting all around the door hatch, which immediately causes you to drop back in.
We just cannot catch a break today.
You hear someone speaking in Swahili.
I'll respond in Spanish. That we're here with the Port Authority.
All you hear is them respond with "Hola, hola, hola, hola."
Damn it! I'll pull out some like gauze
Okay.
and like wave it out the door.
You hear You hear like some chattering in Swahili again. Okay.
I will slightly open the door more.
Like, and you're like met with like two barrels of AKs looking at you, and two very, very shaken Port Authority agents looking at the door.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll have stowed my knife, put my hands up. We're like, we're also here.
They're like going. One of them's going like this, motioning for you to come out, right? And the other one's like looking around, like sweat is pouring down his face, and he's about 3 shades paler, and he has a noticeable side wound.
I'll tell the healthy one that's telling me to come in. Someone needs help down there.
He just looks at you like.
And then I'll take out my doctor's kit and I'll Duchess, head on up to meet Phoenix in the Amazon. I'll take care of this.
Will do. I think I'll also just try to convey to the healthy one, like using hand signals, like, you know, like there's 2 people down and there's 2 dogs and like shadow puppet.
Okay. He's just kind of like, ugh, and he's just like, help him. Like, the guy, like, immediately stops doing what he's doing. He doesn't pay attention to the whole go downstairs thing or whatever. He's just like, looking at you like you pull out gauze kind of thing and whatnot to kind of dress this guy's wounds. And at the same time, like, he's grabbing it from you to try and help to do it himself because he's trying to help it. He's in a state of shock. You very much realize that he is in a state of shock.
I slap his hands away from what I'm doing and iterate to him slower this time. Go help the people in the corridor.
He looks.
I
He
am a doctor, and I will handle this.
He looks at you like he understands that you're speaking to him, but he also looks at you in the concept of he doesn't understand what you're saying.
You know what? I'll pull up my phone.
Okay.
And I will Google Translate to Swahili. And then press the audio button so that it says the words to him.
He's like, oh, and he starts going and running down. He's like opens the hatch and he's just like looking down there, and he like pulls out a flashlight, and he's just, like he looks at you with this look on his face of like, oh God, I don't know if I'm gonna come out of this alive. But then starts going down the hatch.
I'll go back to work on the injured man.
All right.
I just stealth as best I can and make a beeline for the command tower.
Okay. Amazon,
Yep.
go.
Yeah, of course I can make a silent attack and an offhanded attack. There's 2 knives, but only one of them will.
Mhm.
The first attack is going to be that will be a 14.
14.
14.
Miss.
And that's a 13. Shit. But as I'm going in, I'm just going, Phoenix, get out of here.
She parries your attacks fairly well, and she goes to stab at you again. That is a natural 20 to hit you.
Oh, yep.
Okay, so she manages to stab you deep into the gut, doing 14 points of damage.
Well, I was on 4, so I am down.
Oh God.
And then you hear like you're like, oh, run, as you're falling down, like sliding down, and then you just hear, here, little birdie.
Whose turn is it?
Now it would be Duchess's turn.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm just hauling ass over.
All right, so do me a favor. Let's see. Make an athletics check for me real quick. We'll see how quickly you can get there.
Ah, damn it, almost. Natural 19
Oh, that's good.
athletics 25.
Okay, so you manage to hop, jump, skip, and maintain your stamina to come like you're kind of like running down this hall, and you're just here like you hear a tussle happening, right? And then you just hear Phoenix kind of going, "Oh shit," as you're queuing down and run. And as you run down and turn around, right? Or turn around as you crest the door, right? A quick look, you see Amazon kind of slumped on the floor with a knife in her, and this tall, like, jacked as all shit woman standing there pulling out another large knife. And you hear her say, "Come here, little birdie."
I don't know if I'm able to use my reaction there to pop her one.
You can, sure.
Cool. Damn it, again. 19 on the dot. What is wrong with me? It was the mod that's just 25.
You hit her. Roll damage.
It's 1d8 for this pew pew. Three.
All right. So you hit her from behind, and it causes her to spin around and fall back almost, right, against the side of the wall. And she's like down on the ground, and she's like, "Oh, shit." And then she looks over at Phoenix, and she goes, "There you are, little birdie." Archangel. Muted.
Computed.
One of these days. I am going to have fast healed this gentleman
Okay.
using the first aid. And I'll give him back 3 hit points back from whatever he lost.
Okay.
And I'll leave him with like a gauze pad and then take off immediately, grabbing my bag, and I'll run upstairs.
Cool beans. All right. Back up to the top. Amazon. I need you to make...
Phoenix, can go?
Have I
Oh.
missed 2 of my turns?
I think so.
No, you shouldn't have. You should have only missed 1. You shot, and then you ducked behind.
Okay, wait. It shouldn't be back up to Hamilton. Surely it's me next.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Can I grab the laptop?
Like from the desk?
Yeah, and shove it into my bag,
Yeah, sure.
and then start backing out.
You'd have to cross over this particular individual in order to get out of the room, or unless you vault over the desk.
Wait, are they blocking both doors?
There's only 1 door.
I thought there was 2.
No, there's only 1.
Shh, it's a prick. Okay, I'm just going to take another shot then.
You're gonna shoot at her point. You're just gonna shoot at her point blank.
I mean, I might as well.
All right, cool. Roll it. Roll that
But I
beautiful
wanna-
bean footage.
Yeah. 19.
Oh, that hits.
Yay!
Roll damage.
What's my damage?
1d8.
1d8. Oh, where's my d8? Fuck, which one of these is a d8? It's so dark in here. Which one's a d8? That's a d6. Oh, it's d8. There we go. 3.
Hold 3 points. Okay, cool. You fire off a round. You rolled exceptionally well, which caused you to basically graze her cheek and blow a portion of her cheek off. And she's just like looking at you like, Amazon.
Yep.
I'm just standing up like, oh fuck.
Make a con save for me, please.
Con save. Ooh. 12.
Okay.
That's a poor roll.
All right. So you are struggling to remain conscious as you are slowly bleeding out.
Yep.
Yep.
Do I have basically enough strength to just grab one of the pistols and try and fire?
I would not say so, but I would say that you could possibly make a medicine check to try and help stop the bleeding to buy you more time so you don't die.
I will do so.
Okay.
That will be a 14.
Okay. All right. So you have, you're like, leave the knife in, apply pressure, leave it in, apply pressure. Duchess.
that?
Yeah, that's pretty much all you got right now.
Yep.
Duchess.
Yeah. Just keep pew-pewing.
All right, you gonna shoot her again?
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Uh, 14 on the dot, so with my modifier, that's just a dirty 20.
All right, you hit.
Damage. 7.
7. You point blank, and she kind of like slumps over to the side a little bit against the wall. just sitting there. Archangel, what do you do?
As soon as I arrive, is she still up? This lady that's been...
No. Well, she's not up. She's just like slumped against the wall.
I would like... I'd like to verify. I'm gonna pull out my gooder knife. My meat butter.
Gooder
Meat butter cutter. My meat butter cutter.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to go over to her to make sure that she has no pulse.
Okay.
Does she?
She does have a very faint pulse.
Did we want to keep her alive?
I doubt it.
If it was useful.
Is it useful?
She's not a computer, so I don't know how to extract information from her. That's more your guys' things.
Alright. I will then begin to try to stabilize. If I could ask someone to tie her up, I will make sure that she lives through this.
Oh, Phoenix, if you don't mind helping Archangel, I'll try to help Amazon stop bleeding everywhere.
Yeah, right. Sure, just tell me what to do.
Oh, shit. I will stop working on this lady right away.
Literally. I'm like sitting here. I'm like, Amazon's bleeding out. They're fucking with the person.
No one pointed that out, and when I walked in the room, all I saw was a lady slumped over.
Yeah, Amazon's like dying. It's all good.
I'll secure the informant.
Oh fuck. And I'll immediately jump on Amazon and
we'll do a switcheroo.
I think I can heal them pretty instantly. Hold on. I can't remember if this was part of a short rest now because my note taking is atrocious. But let me look. First aid. Is first aid a short rest? Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. Can I, yeah, I'm just gonna treat their wounds then. I'm gonna stop them from bleeding and try to stabilize them.
All right. Make a medicine check for me.
Oh, I get advantage on those. Ooh, that's good, because the first one's a natural 1. Medicine is 19.
All right. You stabilize Amazon.
Hot shit.
Phoenix.
Well, I've come over to assist because I was asked to. So she's just waiting there for instruction.
Okay.
Yeah, Phoenix can just help to just tie up the informant. Because hostage is a negative word.
Right. Okay, well, you could do the knot tying. Just make sure it's extra tight. This one tried to kill me.
I promise she won't get loose from my knots.
Right, well, I had the opportunity to be a scout as a child, and I didn't, so knot tying's not really my thing.
Oh dear, you don't need to go to the scouts to learn how to tie a good knot. I certainly didn't.
And as you two are conversing, this downed enemy combatant that you have been dealing with, you both notice she pulls something out of her cargo pocket and immediately stabs it into her fucking leg, and then slumps over.
Archangel? Unidentified substance.
What it? Oh, for fuck's sake! You had one job. I run over there and I try to identify what she stabbed into herself.
All you can tell is that it's some sort of a hypodermic needle.
fuck. Can I?
Is it adrenaline? Is she gonna get back up? What's gonna happen?
I don't know what this is. Can I try to hit her with a what's the word? Words are escaping me now. Medical terms. Can I hit her with a sleepy bye-bye needle?
Sure.
To
Sedative?
try to... Yeah, that's the word.
A
I
sedative?
want to hit her with a sedative so that she doesn't...
Fetch me my sedative!
You're going to use the sedative that I gave you from my stuff. Okay. 250.
Yes, that's what I'm going to do.
Coming full circle.
Yeah, I want to hit her with a sedative
Alright, go ahead.
so I can stop it from spreading. What I need to do.
Just make a base attack.
Oh, okay.
Seeing that Archangel kind of has the room well in hand, I'm gonna hover by the door with my gun trained just in case more shenanigans ensue.
Assuming I'm just using a dex instead of well, am I proficient with these?
I mean,
It's a medical tool.
Yeah, it's a medical tool.
All right. So then it'll be a 19.
All right, you get it in, right? The body kind of jolts, convulses a little bit.
Okay. Where she stabbed herself.
In her thigh.
Yeah, I'm gonna tourniquet her thigh.
Okay.
I'm gonna yank off my belt, put it around her thigh, and cinch it down as hard as I can.
All right.
Did she get like an artery? Can I see that she like did she just stab it in the top of her thigh?
It was just like a stab in the top of her thigh, like how someone, like if someone's having an allergic reaction, right? They just jam it real hard into their thigh to try and get it into their blood as quickly as they can, but they're not. You know what I'm saying? Like aiming it because they don't have the time or the concentration to be able to do that.
Sure. I don't know what else I can do to try to stop her because I don't have the materials for it. Let me see.
Like as you're looking her over, right? Like you grab her wrist, you feel there's no pulse anymore.
There's no pulse?
Yeah, there's no pulse. The faint pulse that she had is gone.
Well, she's dead. I want to use my diagnosis ability then, because I want to identify any poisons or toxins that a living or deceased patient have had, and yeah, I don't know. How would I go about doing this? Yeah, it says identify poisons or toxins depending on the traceability of the toxin. Is the toxin a traceable toxin? Or is it...
You're not even 100% sure it's a toxin.
Well, she's dead. I take my belt back and I put it on.
Right.
Whilst this is going on, I've gone back to the panel. Because I've kind of snapped back to and gone, shit, I'm meant to be doing something here.
Yep. All right, so you go back to the panel. What are you doing at the panel?
Oh, yeah. First of all, did I completely fry the panel, or did I just miss it?
Oh, well, no, I mean, like, you hit it. The panel's out. Like, you straight up shot the panel.
Fantastic. Is the wiring exposed?
Yeah.
Great. Can I see what I damaged, please?
Looks like a connection circuit and a portion of the motherboard.
Fuck. Well, I can't repair a motherboard on the fly. I need tools for that. Shit. Okay. Can I just kind of push the panel back against the wall and just start flicking switches, and can I just see if any of them respond?
Yes. The lights for 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 all move up, like they like all the
Okay.
switches there work, and the lights seem to respond to what you're doing.
1 through 5 is fucked then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, if the motherboard is shot, it just might mean that the LED responses are fine, but the actual transmission through to the locks might be screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to relay this to everyone,
Mm-hmm.
and then basically say there might be a backup console. There might be something in the actual bridge. So, if it's not too much hassle, unless we're bugging out, I need to get up there.
I don't know how much time we have left to entertain these little detours, but if it's necessary, it's necessary.
It's if I can get into the actual proper manifesto here, then I might be able to identify the exact location of where this liquid nitrogen stuff is being kept. That might be a ticket.
All right, let's go then. And I'll start
Alright,
heading
get
out
up.
the door.
Okay. All right.
I'll throw Amazon over my shoulder.
All right.
Fucker.
Okay, so you guys kind of gather up your stuff. Phoenix, is there anything else from here that you take? Do you take the laptop? Do you leave it there, or what do you do?
Well, I'd already shoved the laptop in my bag.
Right.
So I do have that. I've got my own kit plus an extra laptop with me.
Okay.
Could I also take out this enemy combatant's earpiece?
Oh yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
I'd like to take it with me and put it in my other ear. I want to hear if I can get their chatter.
Okay, cool beans. All right. So you pull it out, and it's bloody and kind of gross. But
Just
you
kind of wipe. I've got to wipe it on myself.
right. You wipe it on yourself, and you kind of put it in your ear, and you're not hearing anything specific. You're not hearing a whole lot of comms chatter, right? You hear two phrases. You hear a 4, this is 1, go ahead, clear the deck. 3, let's get our exfil ready and prep the chopper.
I yank it out just in case it's like constant broadcast, because I'm assuming it's hooked up to something that was on her that I've taken with me.
Mhm.
They're getting ready to exfil. They're firing up a chopper, and they want to clear the deck.
So we need to move quickly, is what you're saying.
Yes, I'm wondering if they might be moving the package.
I reposition Amazon's weight on my shoulders. Come on then.
All right.
Moving.
As you guys are leaving out of the room, you're moving slightly slower. Do you guys are you guys going towards the stairwell up to go to the command tower, or what are you doing?
Towards wherever Phoenix said to go, where they
Yeah,
are.
I would imagine from the command tower I could probably also see them exfilling as well.
Correct. You very much could from the bridge because it's at the most top point. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I need everybody to make a quick perception check for me, please.
Cool.
Perception.
6.
Ooh.
My rolls are really
18.
bad today.
24.
24.
What do you
Just
see
make a
with
perception
special
check
eyes?
unconscious.
Alright. I always want-
An unconscious perception check.
So you get that sixth sense.
Hold on, I gotta stab you. Keep fucking shitting my way, you bastard.
Shh, you're dead. Clap.
Shut up. All right. So you guys are in the hallway and you're going right, and then you just hear birdie.
What the fuck?
What?
And you see that very large, bulky female figure slowly walk out of the room and turn to face y'all.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
And that's where we're going to end it for today. I hope everybody had a great time, and
What?
that we'll see you all here next week
What?
for the next installment of the Spy Game, where crazy shit happens and all sorts of fun and wonderful things can occur.
Written by Robert Kurtman.
Yes, I want to thank everybody for joining us today. And we will go around the horn and we're going to tell everybody where we can find you, what you're doing, what you get into. Starting with our first near casualty of the day, Amazon, aka Phil. Where can we find you and all the wonderful things that you do?
I'm Phil. You can find me online on Twitter at @BecauseRafer. You can see just the spelling of that if you need that. You can, I also do moderating on the Blood and Thames channel where we're doing Captain of Blood and the Seven. It's our season break between this week, so there's a special little one shot going on there, which we're really excited about. Yeah, it's Vampire the Masquerade though, so it's a horror game, so please be one of that.
All right. Next, the one, the only, the Velvet Divine.
Thank you all so much for joining us for another exciting episode of the Spy Game. We are in a zone of danger. I've been Velvet. You can find me pretty much everywhere on the interwebs at OG Brown Sugar. Here Sunday evenings, Saturday evenings on the Bard's Playhouse for Fall of London, another Vampire 5e campaign, and Friday evenings on the Fey Realm for Tales from the Amazing Ages, a Masks campaign.
All right. Bright. What is all the nonsense that's getting up to in your dystopian future that is your corner of the interwebs?
Hi everybody, I'm Bright Dystopia, and you can find me on all forms of social media at Bright Dystopia, primarily Twitch and Twitter. I am a Jasper's Game Day ambassador, voiceover actor, and variety Twitch streamer. Please come and hang out with me. I stream every Friday, Saturday, and in 2 hours. So come hang out. I don't have anything going on this week. However, every other Monday, I'm in an Altered Carbon game on TPK Roleplay. Oh, I lied. This Wednesday, the 19th, I will be playing a game over at Weave the Tale. And I'm going to be playing a Soul Shadows over Soul, which is a space cyberpunk future horror setting. And that's going to be a one-shot, again, over at Weave the Tale. I was invited by the wonderful Colin Amicon to co-play with them, so that should be interesting. Come check it out. And that's everything I got going on. I'll throw it over to Fen to wrap us up.
Yes, Isla, where can we find you and all the wonderful things that you do?
Okay, well, you can find me over at Phoenix over on Twitch. Haven't streamed in a hot minute there, but I'm getting a schedule together soon, so watch that space. But mainly at the moment, other than Sundays, where you will find me here playing a hacker that can't hack it. You will find me playing Captain Kimura Thunderthorn. Thunderthorn. There's a lot of THs in there. Every Thursday at 8 p.m. EST for the Lost City of Adranis, a completely homebrewed campaign brought to you by the mind of Lacuna. It's completely homebrew over on Infinite RP. And it would just be great to see you there. It's never been seen before, it's never been done before, and we're now having a good old friggin' time over there. So come check it out. It'd be great to see you there.
All right. And I, the handler, am Kurt, also known as Covenant the Horrible Alchemist. You can find me anywhere and everywhere with that particular tag for the most part. Except for the places you can't. Like I said, horrible, not great, horrible. And I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us today. You can find me here on Tuesdays, where I stream a little bit of Tristram, running around in Tristram, playing some D.A.G.R 3. On Thursdays, I do Throwdown Thursdays with Susanna Grace, where we kick each other's asses at fighting games. And then starting this Friday, I'm going to start up my Friday stream again. What it'll be, I don't know, but I'm going to play some video games and see if I can get some people to come hang out and what have you, and go from there. But then you can always find me every Sunday here playing the wonderful Spy Game, where things have taken a very interesting turn. Yes. Anyway, that being said, I bid you all a fond farewell, and we will see you all again next week as well. It seems that, well, Phoenix has a very solid admirer, and Archangel, what he knew about medicine, is apparently wrong. All right, folks. We will see you all next time. Thanks again for hanging out. And as always, remember, be fearless, folks. Bye.
Goodbye.